Welcome here to Soldier Field. We have Monday Night Football, the audio broadcast between the Minnesota Vikings and your Chicago Bears. Welcome here. So we are set for week one of football, the Monday night action. So we get set. Let's take a look at the injury report before we go over some keys today. First, for the Vikings, Christian Darrisaw is going to be inactive due to his ACL and MCL. He's no O tackle. Elijah Williams at the end is going to be inactive due to a hamstring issue. Harrison Smith has an illness. He's inactive. Xavier Scott, a running back, he's inactive due to an ankle. And Joe Huber, he's going to be inactive due to a coach's decision. For the Bears, this is big. Kyler Gordon is going to be inactive due to a hamstring issue. And Jalen Johnson is going to be inactive due to a groin and ankle issues. TJ Edwards, the big linebacker, he's going to be inactive due to a hamstring. Shamar Turner, he's also going to be inactive due to a coach's decision. And Case Keenum, the third-string quarterback, going to be inactive due to a coach's decision. So as we get set, let's take a look at here for the national anthem. Nobody does it better than Jim Cornelius. Sings a lot of national anthems, is the main anthem singer for the Chicago Blackhawks. We are set here for Monday Night Kickoff between the Bears and Vikings next. Welcome back here to the kickoff. We are set here on Monday Night Football. Bears versus Vikings. We are getting set here as the Bears and Vikings trying to go at it again here at Soldier Field. Remember the last game they played here at Soldier Field? It went to overtime as the Bears are kicking off first, and we are underway here at Soldier Field. Kicked off by Santos, returned at the half-yard line, and continue to return up to about the 25-yard line. That is where we get started here in today's game as J.J. McCarthy making his first career start, 27-1 as a starter at Michigan. 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, and did not play last season due to a torn right meniscus. 14:53 left on the clock. We are set for the first snap of the McCarthy era for the Bears. McCarthy will come out. He is under center. As Jones in the backfield. Man in motion. McCarthy changes the play. 3 on the play clock. You got to hurry. 1 on the play clock. Gets the snap off. Pitch out to the right. Jones carries. He gets it past the 25 up to the 26. And a late hit. No flag. Tyreek Stevenson with the tackle. It's a gain of a few for Aaron Jones. As Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, the two main guys, that, by the way, up to the 28 was that rushing attempts. Jones in the backfield again, McCarthy again under center. 2nd and 7. 4:25 to play in the first quarter. McCarthy changing up the play at the line, talking to everyone. 5 on the play clock. McCarthy snaps. Play action, rolling out. Pressure comes, fires on the run, makes the catch. And another gain of about 5. That's going to make it 3rd and short for the Vikings. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. We are set. McCarthy out in shotgun. Aaron Jones to his right. Thielen and Jefferson on the bottom, on the near side. McCarthy snaps. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. He is going to get sacked for a loss of a yard. And the Bears will force a 3 and out to start this game. Loss of about a yard. And the Bears defense does its job. A couple guys open in the middle field with McCarthy on crossers when McCarthy couldn't get the pass out, had pressure coming, and some good tackling there for the Bears as Gavon Dexter makes the sack, and the Bears force a punt to start off the game. As Ryan Wright is the punter, Devin Duvernay is the returner for the Bears. Here is the punt, end over end. Duvernay will return it at about the 17-yard line, gets out. Up past the 30, up past the 35, continuing his return up to about the 34. And a good return for Devin Duvernay. Another 12:45 left in the quarter. So here comes Caleb Williams in the Bears offense. Last season, a 5-12 record, a 3,541 passing yard season for Caleb. 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, but the biggest issue is sacks. He had 68, tied for top 3 in the Super Bowl era. As Caleb Williams gets set, he's going to start off in shotgun. 20 on the play clock. Williams, 2 receivers up to the left side. Snap, looking to throw. Williams pump fakes, curls out, throws at the bottom of the screen. That's Swift, makes the catch for about 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down of about 7. Swift, Odunze, Moore, Colson Loveland, the rookie, and Cole Kmet, your starters for the pass catchers. Braxton Jones, Joe Tooney, Drew Dahlman, Jonah Jackson, and Donald Wright running out your offensive line. And Ben Johnson, the head coach and play caller today. Caleb Williams under center, Swift in the backfield. Snap, play action, pressure comes. Good block there. Williams still looking up fire on the far side now. Swift makes the catch, gets up past the 45 and past the first down up to midfield. And the Bears will move the chains. Swift in the backfield kind of got lost by the Vikings defense. Again, immediate pressure. Colson Loveland got a good block. Sorry, that's Cole Kmet. No one opened down deep, so he just fires it over the head of Kobe Turner, and a good catch and run for DeAndre Swift past midfield up to the Vikings 49. Williams under center. Dunze goes in motion. Snap. It's a pitch to Swift. Swift rushing. He gets up for a few yards, up to about the 46 of the Vikings. So, all positive plays to start for the Bears on this drive. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, and Jalen Redmond, the D-line. Jonathan Grenard, Blake Cashman, Yvonne Pace Jr., and Andrew Van Ginkel, the linebackers. Byron Murphy Jr., Josh Metellus, Theo Jackson, Isaiah Rogers, the defensive backs. Williams under center. Checking the play at the line. 10:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bears defense forced a 3 and out. The offense continuing with the ball. Williams fires over the middle, caught by the back. Makes the catch, first down again. And the Bears continue to move the chains. $10:30 to go. Another first down for the Bears. Caught by Montague. Another pass to the halfback. Just sat in the soft zone. No one opened downfield, but Montague and the Bears are doing well at hitting the thing. Here is the pass. Thrown over the middle. It is caught, I believe, by DJ Moore. That's going to bring up second and medium. $9:48 to go in the first quarter. Second and 4 at the Vikings 30. Man in motion. Snap, handoff, Swift, and this is the first negative play of the game. Loss of about a half a yard. Third and 5. Good tackle there from number 58 for the Vikings, Jonathan Grenard. Got past Jackson, right tackle, and just made a play there. 14 on the play clock. Third and 5 for the Bears. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. Williams and shotgun as Swift to his right. 4 on the play clock. Man in motion. Got to hurry. And Williams is going to call for a timeout. Play clock was expiring. Caleb Williams will call a timeout. First time it issued of the game for the Bears. A pretty good start offensively for the Bears, but on 3rd and 5 now. 30-second timeout. Bears trying to continue to get a good offensive first drive here. As the Bears rearrange their offensive line, again, Joe Tooney, a former Chief, Drew Dahlman is in there, Jonah Jackson, and of course, Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright are regulars. We are set for the next play here, getting ready for this crucial 3rd and 5 for the Bears. See what Ben Johnson cooks up here. 8:50 to go in the first quarter. Bears have already used one timeout. Snap. Williams looking to throw. Williams pressure comes, rolls out. Williams continues to roll out, fires down the field. It is caught by Roma Dunze at about the 12. What a catch by Rome. Bears are probably going to hurry to make sure they can get a playoff. You got 1 foot in. He dragged in the other foot. That should be a completed catch if it were to go to a review. Bears are going to hurry, snap it off. Throws over far side, caught and tripped up is Olamide Zacchaeus, but that's a gain of about another 5 or 6 yards. But what a play from Caleb Williams rolling on his right and firing downfield to Rombadunze. Makes the catch, drags his foot, keeps possession. The Bears continue moving on. 2nd and 3 for the Bears now. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Ball on the Vikings 6.5-yard line. Kevin O'Connell is going to call for timeouts. Probably to try and get his team some rest here. Bears have been going pretty quick. Both teams using the timeout on this drive. And the Soldier Field crowd is enjoying this start to the season. Still plenty of football to go. Really good start. By the way, the Bears are one of 3 teams last season. The offense were one of 3 teams without any opening drive touchdowns on the season. Pittsburgh and Seattle are the only other players or teams with that. So the Bears last season, they scored 27 points in the first quarter. That's the fewest. And 27 points in the first quarter is not a lot for 17 games. That is a lot. Caleb starting 6 of 6 for 51 yards, by the way, to this game. 7:52 to go in the first quarter. Ball on the 6.5-yard line of the Vikings. 2nd and 3 handoff. Swift immediate pressure. Gets tackled for another loss. For a loss of a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Bears get pushed back to the 9-yard line. Second, another rush and another good play from Turner. Getting off of that edge, Braxton Jones did not get any leverage, and that's just a good play from Turner in the backfield. So it's 3rd down for the Bears, 3rd and 6. They need to get to the Vikings 3 to extend this drive. Kmet goes in motion. Snap. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes. Williams backs up. He's going to roll out now. He has plenty of room to run. He's going to get the first down. He's going to power into the end zone for a touchdown. Caleb Williams lowers his shoulder, and the Bears take it the first lead of the game. And on top, 6-0 to the 9-yard rushing touchdown. He just bulldozed the corner into the end zone, and the Bears take the lead. A 10-play, 61-yard drive, 5 minutes and 41 seconds to get it done. And Cairo Santos will come out to try and kick the extra point, make it 7-0. But what a good drive by Caleb Williams and the Bears, and the good play calls from Ben Johnson. Here's a snap. It's good. The hold is good. The kick from Santos is good as well. 7-0 Bears after their first possession of the game. We'll be back into this. Bears on top in first quarter on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Soldier Field. Bears on top 7-0 after Caleb Williams' 9-yard rushing touchdown capped off a successful first drive for the Bears. Got on third down twice. The first play, an elite catch from Romadunze after an excellent throw from Caleb Williams on the rollout and run. And then for the second third down, Caleb Williams scrambled into the end zone and moved a shoulder off of a Vikings player and scored the touchdown for the Bears. Here's the kickoff from Cairo Santos. One hops around the 6-yard line into the hands of the returner. What a hard hit. Oh my gosh, that man just got laid out. Daniel Hardy. The Vikings will take over again, back in their own territory. Price, the returner, hit hard by Daniel Hardy off the shoulder. Good tackle. And the Vikings will take over at their own 24-yard line. J.J. McCarthy in shotgun has Aaron Jones to his right. Our man goes in motion. Snap looking to throw. McCarthy back to the running to Justin Jefferson on the run. He powers through one man, misses a tackle, and gets up to the 29-yard line. It's getting about 5 for the Vikings. 2nd and 6 officially. Justin Jefferson getting his first reception of the game. Again, the Vikings went 3 and out on their first drive of the season under McCarthy. McCarthy under center. Checking the play at the line. 8 on the play clock. Snap. Handoff. And a gain of about a yard for Aaron Jones. That'll bring up third down at about 5. And the second straight third and down and medium to start the game for the Vikings offense. This is where if you're the Vikings, you got to try and find some shorter crosser over the middle of the field, trying to get your best player with a chance to make a catch and run. It's Justin Jefferson. He's in the semi-slot at the bottom. McCarthy in shotgun. Man goes in motion. McCarthy looking to throw on third down. Pressure comes. Avoids a sack. Falls down. Whistle is blown at the 30. And McCarthy goes down. It's going to be another Bears for 3 and outs. Tayo Adegbo forced to pressure. It's a loss of 2 and another sack for the Bears defense. Adegbo off the left tackle, makes the man and just tripped. Honestly, surprised they blew the play dead because it didn't look like McCarthy fell down via contact. Price out for his second punt of the day, gets it end over end. Duvernay at the 18-yard line of return got a really good first return, and he'll kind of get stopped at about the 25-yard line. So the defense, 2 straight 3 and outs, and a good start for this defense for the Bears. We'll be back after this on Shy Sports Live. Bears on top of the Vikings, 7-0 in Chicago on Monday Night Football. Okay, welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Bears on top 7-0. As a first opening drive touchdown for the Bears has got the game, it's got their score underway. And the defense has forced two straight 3-and-outs over J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. And a lot of pressure, already 2 sacks for the Bears defense, which is what you love to see. As Odeyingbo and Garan Dexter Sr. both have sacks. Bears getting there for their second drive of the season on the way at the 25-yard line. Williams under center, Swift in the backfield. Williams in that first drive went 6 of 6, 51 yards, and finished off with a rushing touchdown. Play action, Williams fires over to Swift for the third time today, and he will get about a half a yard, and that'll bring up second down. So, good tackle from Andrew Van Ginkel. So, for the Bears, what I'm noticing is Swift is being active. He is that secondary check down. He's leaving pass coverage, and he's getting out for a check down for Caleb Williams, who looks a little happy out there, which is great. Looks a little happy feet out there, which is interesting to see. We'll see if that continues to translate on this game. Williams in shotgun has commit to the bottom, to his right. Snap. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes, rolling out, avoids a sack. He'll run up the middle, avoids a man. He'll slide at the 38-yard line on the first down. Bears. Caleb again using his legs to his advantage as there's 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Pocket breaks down, avoids the sack, and the Bears offense continues to have successful plays against the pressure. Bears Williams 7-7 today, 52 yards, 21 rushing yards with that rushing touchdown. Williams is under center. 5 on the play clock. Snap it. Hands it off. That is DJ Moore. He'll get up past the 45 to about the 47, 48-yard line. DJ Moore getting some handoff action here. Gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The offense has looked spectacular so far against this tough Brian Flores defense. However, this has only been 1 quarter play, so unsure how long this will last. Wilson Loveland and Cole Kmet on the offensive line. 5 on the play clock, and a flag is thrown. Looks like the Bears are going to get called for a false start. That's Alan Eck, and that is on Darnell Wright getting called for a false start penalty. First penalty of the game for the Bears. I'll drop him back to 2nd and 10. So I'll wipe out the rush from DJ Moore. Bears need to play composed and stay set. Colson Loveland goes in motion. Williams, snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes, rolls out, fires over the middle. Loveland juggles it and hauls it in. And he will pick up about 7 or 8, and they'll bring up 3rd and short. So the youngster, the rookie, makes his first catch of his career. So, makes his first catch, and a good one at that. Throw from Caleb just a hair behind Loveland, and he makes a nice catch to just haul it in. Let's bring up a 3rd down for the Bears, 3rd and 2. Quick fire out to right, and it was a bad throw from Williams. Dunze catches it a few yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the Bears are going to be punting now. Looks like he rushed that throw a little bit. He comes set and makes a better throw, and that might be a first down. So the Bears drive after the penalty kind of hurt him because the Loveland catch would have been a first down. Just a little too quick. So Torrey Taylor had a good rookie season out to punt this season. 4th and 6. Here's a snap and a punt from Taylor. It's another good one, end over end. It's going to bounce at about the 11-yard line, it looked like. Walker is getting into it. Bears talking a little bit. Jade Walker, and again, more talking. Got to be careful here if you're the Bears. You don't want to get a taunting penalty. There's 58 seconds left in this game. We'll depart after this, though. Bears on top, 7-0 here on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Soldier Field. 51 seconds left to go in this first quarter. The Bears on top, 7-0. Defense for the Bears has forced two straight 3-and-outs against the Vikings offense. 6 plays, 11 yards, and both of the drives ended with sacks on third down. For the Bears, it was Gavon Dexter Sr. and Odenigbo with the other sack. It's McCarthy under center at the 19. Hands it off. Good run on first down up to the 25. It was by Mason. It's a gain of 6. We have 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. It's a pitch out to the left. First time the Vikings tried that left side of the Bears D line, and it worked out for a nice little chunk gain of 6. It's a good positive play. Well, to 25, Jefferson goes in motion up to McCarthy's right. Now he comes back down. Snap and another handoff to Mason. Fires up the middle. Gets the first down up to about the 30-yard line. And that will probably end this first quarter as the Vikings get their first down of the game. And that will bring us to the end of this first quarter. Bears are on top, 7-0. Their second drive stalled, but the defense has played pretty well. We'll be back into this on Monday Night Football here on Shy Sports Live. Bears on top, 7-0 on Soldier Field. At Soldier Field, oh my gosh. Welcome back into Soldier Field, Monday Night Football. The Bears on top of the Vikings, 7-0 after the first quarter of play has ended. Bears had a pretty good first quarter for the Vikings offense. They had 23 total yards on offense, 2 3-and-outs. Both of those 3-and-outs ended on sacks. They just got their first down of the game before the quarter ended, and currently sit at the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line, after picking up their first down of the game. McCarthy, he looks pretty relaxed. Has not had a shot down the field yet. He's 1 for 1 for 5 yards, and he's been sacked twice. They'll start in shotgun, empty backfield. 5 wide. McCarthy looking to throw. No pressure. Takes the shot down the field. And a flag is going to be thrown. Pass interference on right. Aaron Jones on was the intended receiver, and that's going to be an easy call for the referees. He definitely makes contact early with that. Did not look around before. Did not look for the ball until after he made contact, and that's just an easy call. That's going to be an extra 15 yards and another first down for the Vikings. Second penalty of the game for the Bears. As a team. It's now 20 penalty yards. And a false start on their second drive, and now they have a pass interference call. I'm looking at them all the way inside the Bears' 30-yard line. That's actually a spot foul. Bears' 27-yard line. Snap McCarthy, play action, looking to throw, scrambles, avoids a sack, and makes a nice move, and he'll dive forward up to the 16-yard line, another first down for the Vikings, and they're in the Bears' red zone and threatening to score. So both McCarthy and Williams having to scramble for yards when the pocket breaks down. Coverage has been pretty good for the Bears and Vikings down the field. Of course, there really hasn't been shots taken down the field besides that one by McCarthy. McCarthy under center, handed off to Mason. Mason powers up the middle up to about the 11-yard line. About 4 or 5, and that's going to bring up second and medium. We have 2nd and 5. Both teams already used 1 timeout. 13:53 to go in the quarter and a half. McCarthy under center again, and Mason again in the backfield. Justin Jefferson at the bottom to the right. Snap. Hands it off to Mason. Immediate pressure, and he's going to get dropped for a loss of a couple. Push him back to the 9-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3, and that'll make a 3rd and long now. Make it 3rd and 8 for the Bears, for the Vikings offense, and for the Bears defense. Tremaine Edmonds came in on the pressure, blew right through that hole, forced Mason to go out wide past the O-line protection. Odenigbo again forcing an impact. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. They need to get to the Bears 6 to get a first down. Snap, looking to throw. McCarthy, good pressure, fires at the bottom. That's caught by Jefferson. No, they're going to rule it incomplete. He looks short of the line to gain anyways, and that's going to bring a 4th down. We'll see if the Vikings want to challenge this. McLeod on the coverage. It was immediately ruled incomplete. A replay does look like it was an incomplete pass, so that's going to bring a 4th down for the Vikings. And that's just good coverage from McLeod. Nashawn Wright had more coverage on the back end. Here's the field goal, 31-yard attempt. It is right down the middle and good. So the Vikings add 3 points, cut into the Bears' deficit. It's now 7-3. We'll be back into this on Shy Sports Live. Bears on top over the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Welcome back to Soldier Field. A beautiful night in Chicago. A little windy, but it's warmer out. It's a good night for the first week of action for the Bears in Monday Night Football. Vikings got on a field goal before the break, made it 7-3. Will Reichard with the 31-yarder cut into this deficit a little bit for the Vikings. Now down by 4, 7-3 clip. Offense for the Vikings moved a little bit better in that drive, but Bears defense, led by Dennis Allen, the D coordinator, stood tall in the red zone. The kickoff is returned. Stumbles a bit, gets it past the 20 to 25. A flag is thrown, and it returns up to the 34 for Devin Duvernay. There's a flag, though. We'll see what the penalty is. It's a good return for Duvernay. That's gonna be a penalty on the Vikings, an illegal formation penalty. So that's gonna add the extra 5 yards on the Duvernay return. So the Bears will start off near midfield already at about the 39-yard line. Look at the replay here. Left early, and yes, a couple of guys left early on that kickoff. So here comes Caleb Williams, 9-9 to start tonight. 56 passing yards, 21 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Snap, looking to throw. Pressure starting to come. Fires deep over the middle. Nice catch from Moore. Gets past the 40. The Vikings sheds a tackle. Gets up to the 36. And a first play, a big first down, and a good second catch of the game. For DJ Moore, got a little duck pass over the middle to start off tonight. Then got a rushing attempt. And now gets wide open behind the defense and makes the great catch. The Bears immediately in field goal range and in business. That was a nice, strong throw from Caleb. Here's at the 32 of the Vikings. Caleb under center. One of the play clock snap. Handoff. That's DJ Moore again getting a couple yards up to the 30-yard line. So that's the second time DJ has gotten a carry. Another couple of yards. Now 7 rushing yards on the night. They're only getting him a yard there, actually, so that's 6 rushing yards on the night. 2nd and 9. See the dynamic play calling from Ben Johnson there. Caleb Williams, by the way, 10-10 to start the game. And there's another penalty on the play. Or on the drive. This is going to be on the Bears, it looks like. It's going to be a false start on DJ Moore. So, again, the second time after his rush, he's had it wiped out with a penalty. This time his own doing, so the Bears will back up 5 and like it's 2nd and 14. Their second drive of the game, that false start on Darnell Wright kind of derailed that drive. We'll see what this drive does here. Man in motion. 4 on the play clock. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes. Avoids a sack. He's going to scramble. Avoids a second sack. He's going to roll out, and he's going to get past the 30 and get up to the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down. But another an instance where Caleb makes something out of nothing. Able to avoid a couple sack opportunities. I got 3rd and medium now for the Bears trying to capitalize here on 3rd down. A good play by Caleb just to avoid that sack. Ball's up to 27, and another flag and another penalty on the Bears, it looks like. 73 offense. It's going to be on Darnell Wright again. It's another penalty for the Bears. Not what you want. 4 for 57 now. Vikings only have one penalty. It's going to make it 3rd and 11 now. Another big 3rd down. Komet goes in motion. Snap. Going to hand it off to Swift. Almost gets to it. Might set up a go for it opportunity. Gets to the 24, and that's going to make it 4th and short now. 4th and 3. Bears are going to go for it. That was just a play to just try and get in go for it range. 9:15 to go in the quarter. This is already a big first down for the Bears offense. 17 on the play clock. See if the Bears try and go for it. If they're going to try and get them off sides. Bears, by the way, last season, 61% on 4th down conversions. It's good for 13th in the NFL. And Ben Johnson's going to call timeouts. So, Bears went quick up to the line. And now Ben Johnson wants to think it over here. 4th and 3. Chance probably going to attempt a field goal kick here. A relatively longish field goal. About a 40-yarder. Should be makeable for Santos. Last time the Bears had a winning season, 2018. It's going to be 4th and 3. Bears are going to keep the offense out. They're probably just trying to get a second look. So Bears have used 2 timeouts now on the game. One because they weren't ready when the play clock was about 3 seconds, and this time probably just trying to get a different play. Williams will snap it. Empty set, fires over the middle. It's overthrown, incomplete. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. DJ Moore is the intended receiver. Williams missed him. And the Bears' 3rd drive of the game ends with a turnover on downs. First incompletion of the game for Williams, actually almost intercepted by Metellus. Williams way too far out in the lead. We'll depart after this. Bears on tap 7-3 here on Monday Night Football on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back to Soldier Field. 8:55 to go in the second quarter. Bears on top of the Minnesota Vikings 7-3. Caleb Williams, 10 of 11, got his first incompletion of the game. And it was a big one as the Bears turned it over on downs. Not a great throw to DJ Moore. Metellus had a chance to pick it off. He was playing the receiver. The Vikings will take over at their own 24-yard line. McCarthy under center. It's a man in motion. Snap. Hands it off to Jones on the far side, getting chased, and they'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 26-yard line by Sewell. Caleb Williams in the 2024 overall draft, first overall pick. Jaden Daniels went second. Drake May went third. Michael Penix Jr. went eighth, and J.J. McCarthy went 10th. He was injured. Otherwise, he probably would have started the games last season towards meniscus. Otherwise, and for Sam Darnold, there's a snap. Looking at Bro has T.J. Hawkinson for a gain of about 4 up to the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring up another third down for the Vikings offense. It's going to get 3rd and 4. Third and 4 for the Vikings, under 8 minutes to go in this half. Justin Jefferson, by the way, tonight, 1 target, no receptions. Snap, looking to throw McCarthy. Pressure comes, fires over the middle, has Jefferson. He is going to be short by about a yard. So he makes his first catch of the game. Got to imagine the Vikings are going to go for it here. With it being really short, and no, the offense is going to come off the field. So unless the Vikings go do a fake here and get the first down, it's going to be their third 3 and out of the game. It's a good tackle over the middle. Ryan Wright the punt, and Devin Duvernay again in the receive it. Also got to watch here for the Bears. They are going to punt end over end. Duvernay is going to let it go out of bounds around the 30-yard line. So we will depart. Bears on top, 7-3. Halfway through the first half in Chicago. Welcome back into Shine Sports Live Monday Night Football. Bears versus the Vikings. Bears on top, 7-3. Vikings just finished their third straight 3-and-out, not third straight, but their third 3-and-out drive of the game. Their non-3-and-out drive was their only scoring drive, and it was a field goal by Riker, a 31-yard field goal. Bears, by the way, they've had 3 drives. They opened their season with an offensive season with a 9-yard rushing touchdown for Caleb Williams. And a costly penalty forced them to punt in their second drive, and then their third drive they went for it on 4th down, and Caleb overthrew DJ Moore. The go comes set, 6:52. Bears still on top by 4. Bears have 1 timeout. Vikings have 2. Bears starting off at the 35-yard line. Williams under center will snap. He'll fake a handoff. Fires, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. And that's the second incompletion of the game for Caleb Williams. And then we have 2nd down and 10. Ingram Dawkins with the hands getting up and deflecting that one. It was just great timing from Ingram Dawkins. Really, really good timing. It was Caleb. It looked like he was targeting a back shoulder throw to Ramadunze. That's 2nd and 10. DJ Moore out on the right side. Duvernay in motion. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes. He'll roll out. Fires deep down the field. It's overthrown. Devin Duvernay again. Olamide Zacchaeus was the intended receiver. There's a flag down, too. Might be holding on the Bears. It is on the Bears. It's holding on Kyle Monaghay. It's the 5th penalty of the game now for the Bears. And their first holding penalty. Going to replay 2nd down. It's going to drive them back to 2nd and 20 now. So, yeah, it was a clear penalty. Kind of just dragged Pace Jr. down as... By the way, they declined the penalty. So it's 3rd and 10. Now, which is interesting here because the Bears still have some plays in their playbook where they can get a pass at the sticks and get through it for the 1st down. Williams in shotgun. Odunze goes in motion. Snap. All high of a snap. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's going to roll out. He's going to get sacked. No, he's going to stay up. Caleb Williams, he's going to run. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Avoided a sack, but the Bears will punt for the 2nd time tonight. He was basically wrapped up, gift wrapped at a sack. And Caleb still was able to get out of it. As Allen and Grenard were both in on trying to get the sack, he just did not have anyone to throw to, but the Bears will punt for the 2nd time tonight. Joey Taylor had a really good first punt. Miles Price on to return it. Here's the kick, end over end. And it will fall, nearly hit a Vikings player. Now it's returned by Price, past the 20, up to about the 23-yard line. That is where the Vikings will take over for their 4th drive of the game. 3 3-and-outs, 1 field goal. So Junior McCarthy will come back to this. Bears on top 7-3 on Shy Sports Live on Monday Night Football. Welcome back into Soldier Field. 5:52 to go in the second quarter in the first half. Bears on top 7-3. Bears' first drive of the season ended up in a 9-yard rushing touchdown for Caleb Williams, but the offense since then punts, turnover on downs, punt. For the Vikings, they've gone 3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So the Bears' defense has done its job. The Vikings' defense has done its job. The offenses, though, have not really done their job too successfully. 132 yards for the Bears, 45 for the Vikings, who will take over at their own 45 or 24-yard line. McCarthy under center. Snap will hand it off to Mason, getting another carry, sheds off a couple tackles, runs out to the outside, and gets pulled down at the line to gain at the 34 and a first down for the Vikings. There's a flag on the play. That's going to be on the Vikings. Justin School, that's going to drop him back 10 yards. It's going to make it first and 20 now. It'll wipe out the first down, and some holdings are getting called now. That's twice now in this game that you've seen a holding penalty called. And yeah, Odenigbo, who was in there to wrap up Mason behind the line of gain, just wrapped up by School. So the Vikings now back at their own 14-yard line. Justin Jefferson going out to the right side. 7 on the play clock. It's going to be matched up by Tyreek Stevenson. Snap. Play action. Fires over the middle. Knocked down at the line by Tremaine Edmonds. That'll bring up second down and 20. Good defense there from Tremaine. Bring up a big second down. Well, he was trying to get to Hawkinson, and Tremaine just makes a nice reactionary play. Knocks it down. That probably would have been a first down completion to Hawkinson if it got through. 3 tackles for Tremaine and 1 PBU now. McCarthy and shotgun looking to throw. Backs up all the way to the line. The scrimmage gets hit as he throws. Ball's going to fall. Bears are going to recover it. They're going to blow the whistle dead. It's going to bring up third down. Odengbo again in on the pressure, and it's going to bring up third and 20 now. Working on Jackson, their left guard, and he got a piece of that ball. His arm was going forward, so that was an attempted pass, but the Bears' defensive line again forcing pressure on McCarthy. So third and 20, 5:15 to go in the quarter and the half. 5 on the play clock. McCarthy forcing a man out. Vikings might have to take a timeout. And a penalty flag is thrown. They're going to call it delay a game. That's another penalty. I thought we might have seen a timeout here. McCarthy was asking for a reset of the play clock. They did not give them, and that was the back judge that threw the delay a game penalty. That's going to make it third and 25. Bears have to be careful here. Need to play smart. It's going to make it third. It's going to drop the Vikings back to their own 9-yard line. 3 wide. McCarthy, immediate pressure, gets the throw off to Mason on a screen, who gets up to about the 15-yard line, and they'll bring a fourth down. And the Bears forcing another 3 and out. Continuing to play excellent defense against this Vikings offense. Justin Jefferson only has 1 catch on 2 targets. 5 drives, 4 3 and outs for the Vikings on this game. It's going to make it 4th and 18. This is the time where if you're the Bears, you got to get a score here. You got to get a touchdown. Price will punt from his own 4, gets it away, nearly gets hit. Duvernay to receive it at the 33-yard line, returns it past the 40 and gets up to the 41. And the Bears will take over in pretty good field position once again. So 4:29 left to play. Vikings and Bears the Vikings and Bears score is 7-3. Thank you for tuning in on Shy Sports Live. During the halftime show, we'll have a couple breaks going over some stats and some key moments. We will keep it pretty light on halftime, and we will have a lot of breaks during the halftime show before we get sent for the third quarter of audio broadcast commentary. 4:29 to go in the first half. Bears on top, 7-3. Snap. And now Swift makes a cut up the middle, and he'll get up to about the 44, 45-yard line. And then we're going to second down, about 6. So some week one storylines. I mean, Josh Allen, reigning MVP. Bills scored 6 unanswered points in the last 4 minutes to win it there. Packers dominating against the Lions, and Aaron Rodgers, who will come back to Chicago November 23rd, had a heck of a game in his debut with Pittsburgh, coming back down 26-17 and winning that game, 34-32. 5 on the play clock. 3 on the play clock now. And another penalty on the Bears. Going to get Braxton Jones, looks like. It's another false start and another key penalty. 2nd and 11 now. Now you got to stop committing these false starts. Just undisciplined. 7-3 Bears. You're never so close to the 2-minute warning. All back at the 40, again wiping out that first down run. Snap, Williams looking to throw. Fires over the middle, caught by Zacchaeus, gets over midfield up to about the 44-43 of Minnesota. Good movement there from this offense. First down and another good pass from Caleb. Down to under 3:10 to go in the half. So Lamide Zacchaeus, little curl round, just sticking in the soft part of the zone. Perfect throw from Caleb Williams, getting the first down. And that's a big first down. Ball to 44 of the Vikings, 2:50 to go in the half. Swift in the backfield. There's a pitch to Swift. Cuts up to the left side hole and gets up to about the 41-yard line. They'll bring up about 2nd and 7. Bears will have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. The play clock is just a half second ahead of the game clock. 2nd and 7. This is a play where you got to get some good action here. Get a few more yards, get close to the first down, line to gain. Williams is under center. Swift is in the backfield. Moore goes in motion. And they hand it off to Swift. Powers up the middle, and he'll get about to the 35-yard line, get about a yard, and that'll send us to the 2-minute warning here at Soldier Field. Bears will, when we come back, we'll have 3rd and medium. We hit the 2-minute warning in Soldier Field. Bears on top, 7-3 in Week 1 on Monday Night Football on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to the Strat Sports Live. Soldier Field, Bears on top 7-3 over the Vikings with possession of the football right now. Trying to get a second half score. 3rd and 5 though, and they need to get to the Vikings 34. Williams in shotgun has Swift to his right in pass protection. Zacchaeus goes in motion. Snap, Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes, fires to Zacchaeus on the run, makes the catch. That's enough for a first down inside the 30 to about the 27 of the Vikings. Zacchaeus went in motion and scrambled immediately right back on the design play. Makes a nice little cutout. Catches it. Actually, sorry, that's my fault. They're at the 31-yard line. 32-yard line officially. That's the 3rd catch of the game for Zacchaeus. His 3rd target. He has 30 yards. He's in field goal territory. Snap. Handoff. Swift. Runs up the gut. Gets up to about the 29 and a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Vikings do have a couple timeouts. Bears are probably going to try and bleed this clock down a bit. Bears only have 1 timeout. Bears about 5 minutes or about 6 minutes over the Vikings in time of possession right now. That's only going to increase. 14 on the play clock, 1:20 to go in the half. Williams under center. Adunje goes in motion. There's a pitch to Swift. Runs up the gut again, up to about the 27. That's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5. Drop below a minute to play here in the half. Vikings saving their timeouts right now. 55 seconds to go. Bears will receive the ball to start the second half. So if you're the Bears, you're trying to double dip here. You're trying to at least get a field goal here and trying to come out in the second half with either a touchdown or at worst a field goal. 40 seconds now. 8 on the play clock. Adunze in motion. Snap. Williams looking to throw. Throws far side to Adunze. Makes the catch. They're going to wind the clock, and O'Connell's going to take a timeout. It's going to bring a 4th down and about 2 with 28 seconds left in the half. So that's going to first got to make sure that was an actual completed catch. For Ben Johnson here, I would take the points. Try and go into the half up by 7. Of course, they're probably going to stay aggressive here. But this is the second time I've been in this situation. If they went for the field goal the first time, it would have made it a 7-point game. This could have made it a 10-point game. Regardless, I would kick it here, and they will. Cairo Santos is going to come out to kick. And this is, in my opinion, a smart decision here from Ben Johnson. Try and get some points here, make it at least a touchdown lead. Of course, the defense still has to protect downfield. It's going to be a 42-yard attempt for Santos, his first attempt of the season. So drop the clock about 25 seconds. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is just inside the right upright, but it is good. 24 seconds on the clock. Bears on top 10-3. And we'll see if the Vikings try and take a couple shots downfield before just letting it get to the half. Again, the Bears will receive the ball to start the second half. That ball just sneaking inside the right upright, but it did sneak in and it was good. Bears will absolutely take that. Now up 10-3. So, second scoring drive of the game. End of the season, a touchdown to start off the game and a field goal. 3 drives deep inside Vikings territory. The first time they tried to go for it. So, like I said, if they went for a field goal on both of those tries, they could be up 13-10, or 13-3. So, but overall, pretty good first half of the Bears offense. The defense, though, it's been a really good first half for them. Of course, both teams are going to make adjustments, and that's when the Bears need to come out playing strong, continue to play strong defense, and have a really good offense. See if Santos tries and lands it inside that landing zone, try and force some clock to tick off here. So that requires the Bears to make a tackle on special teams. It will be returned at the 6-yard line. And a good tackle there from Bears special teams at about the 31-yard line. So Vikings have 19 seconds left on the half with 1 timeout. And this is where you got to think, if you're the Bears and Dennis Allen, what do you think the Vikings are going to do? Are they just going to clock it and get out of this first half only down by 7 and trying to make it so there's 19 seconds on the game clock, by the way? Or are you going to try and take a shot down the field? McCarthy in shotgun. And 19 seconds left on the game clock. McCarthy looking to throw. Fire down the field. Has a man. It's caught. That's a first down and a huge gain. Looked like he got out of bounds. Referees are going to talk about this one. 11 seconds left. They're going to blow the whistle. They might take a look at this to see if he was down inbounds or out of bounds. He was definitely down inbounds. Minnesota will call their second timeout, or their third and final timeout. So for the Bears, this could be monumental, because now the Vikings, who have no timeouts left, can take a shot towards the sideline and try and get a field goal. And if you're the Bears, you gotta, and the Vikings are actually going to bring up the unit right now, just trying to get those 3 points right now. So this could be a key kick here. Bears defense unable to make a stop downfield. It's going to be about a 54-yarder from the left hash. Now the Vikings are moving, or now the ball's being moved back a little bit further. They're going to move it back to the 41-yard line now. Vikings already used a timeout, and that's interesting. So it's going to move this field goal back a few more yards, and it's going to make it a 59-yarder for Will record. Trying to make this a 4-point game again. From the left hash. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. It's tailing. It's down the middle. Does it have a distance? It does. It's good. So 6 seconds left. The Vikings add on the key 3 points. And just like that for the Bears, it's a big field goal to give up if you're the Bears. Even with the extra pushback, the record just made it. Now your offense has to get some points here for the Bears after the half. That cleared up by about a couple yards, so a record would have been good from about 61. But a good pass play for J.J. McCarthy, getting a good catch. That was a key field goal. 28-yard reception from Naylor allowed that field goal to happen. So Reichert has been good from 31 and 59 tonight, and that 59-yard field goal has tied the Soldier Field record here. See if the Bears try and get a return here, and see if they're going to make a return. Reichert will kick this one off. It'll be caught at about the 5-yard line, returned. But gets a hold, stays on his feet. There's one on the game clock. He's going to go out of bounds, and the game clock will expire. Luther Burden got the return. And that'll send us to halftime. But the Bears are on top 10-6 after one half of football. We'll be back after a short break to discuss halftime stats after this on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. Bears on top 10-6 over the Minnesota Vikings at halftime. Let's go over some stats before we discuss some excellent plays. For team stats to start off, as you can see on this screen, Bears more than doubling the Vikings' total yards of offense, 172 to 80. No turnovers for either team. Bears have 8 first downs compared to 4 for the Vikings. Penalties has been the key. 5 for 62 for Chicago, 3 for 20 for the Vikings. One of those penalties allowed Minnesota to get in the field goal range, and they ended up getting their first field goal of the game. But a lot of these penalties have been false starts on second downs that have dropped them back, and unfortunately have hurt the Bears on a lot of drives. Bears are 3 for 7 on third down. The Vikings are 0 for 5. Another big aspect here is the Bears went 4 on 4th and 3. They did not convert it. Would have been about a 40-yard field goal attempt for Cairo Santos. If he hit it, it would be a touchdown game right now, but it's only a 4-point game. Red zone opportunities. Bears are 1 for 1 in the red zone. The Vikings are 0 for 1. Time of possession is key. The Bears are at 18 minutes and 38 seconds. That's only going to go up because the Bears will receive the ball to start the second half. Vikings at 11:22. The scoring play is Caleb Williams, a 9-yard rushing touchdown, capped off the first drive of the season for the Bears offense. A 10-play, 61-yard drive took 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Caleb lowered his shoulder, powered through. No scoring was done and for the rest of the first quarter. The second quarter, Will Reichert hit a 31-yard field goal. Again, that was the play that I was talking to you about, how he was able to, or how the Bears cost themselves by a pass interference penalty, which was a huge pass interference, which was a huge penalty. That takes up a good chunk of the penalties yards. And then Cairo Santos, with 24 seconds left, kicked a 42-yard field goal to make it 10-3 at the time, but the Bears' defense of secondary let down at the end of the first half, giving up a 59-yard field goal to Will Reichert after a great first play pass. Overall, it's been a defensive battle for the Bears. The key that they got to make here is they really got to show some of these special plays, because it's been a lot of straight-up offense for the Bears. The issue is that they are just really – the pass protection is okay, but it's not good. Has not really been good, as Caleb has had to scramble a lot. So it's just been a difficult first half for Caleb. He's played really well, but just needs to get a little bit more protection to have a shot at getting some good passes on the field. But it's been a defensive battle. Both defenses are playing really well. For the game leaders, Caleb Williams, 13 of 16, 112 yards. J.J. McCarthy, 5 of 8, 48 yards. Good chunk of that was on that pass to get the Vikings in the field goal range before the end of the half. And then rushing leaders, Caleb Williams has 4 carries, a touchdown, 32 yards. Mason has 4 carries for 14 yards. Receiving yards, E.J. Moore has 2 for 35. Naylor has 1 for 28. Odenegbo has 1 sack for the Bears. Gavon Dexter Jr. also has a sack. No sacks for the Vikings. And we'll see if that changes in the second half. Tremaine Edmonds has 4 tackles, 2 solo on the day. And Ivan Pace Jr. has 5 tackles, 2 solo on the day. I'll ramp up your individual stats. We're about 5 minutes away from second half kick. We'll depart, and we will see you to begin the second half on Chi Sports Live. Welcome here to the start of the second half here. Monday Night Football on Shy Sports Live. The Bears on top of the Vikings 10-6 to start this third quarter. Bears will receive the ball to start the second half in a drive where I feel like the Bears have to get a touchdown here to continue to separate themselves from Minnesota as we're underway. Kickoff is returned by Duvernay at about the 1 yard line. And he is going to get tackled at about the 22. Good tackle there. And that is where the Bears will take over the start of the second half of this game. Bears on top 10-6. And Ben Johnson's first ever game as an NFL head coach, first season with the Bears. Like to see a few of those special plays that he has on the back of the playbook here to try and get some good chunk positive plays here to try and separate themselves from Minnesota and try and get some good positive plays here and to start off this drive. First and 10, Caleb under center, Swift in the backfield. Komet in motion. Snap, Williams looking to throw. Throws to Swift is back and he overthrows him incomplete. Would have been a negative play anyways if he caught it. Second down and 10. That's the first time he's gone under center and tried to have a pass attempt, and it just did not work out that well. Second and 10. Bears trying to capitalize here. They have not had a 3-and-out tonight, I don't believe. Caleb started the game 10-10. He's 3 of 7 since he started 10-10. 13 of 17. Man in motion. Play action. Williams looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Again fires near side. Incomplete. It's third down. Just been good coverage for the Vikings now. Unable to let Caleb really get any shots downfield. That's 2 straight pass attempts to start the second half. So third and 10 now for Minnesota, or for Chicago. Ben Johnson now looking not happy on the sideline. Just trying to get positive plays here to start this second half. Has not worked out in the first two. Zacchaeus goes in motion, snap. Okay, we're going to throw. Fires it quickly into the ground. That's for 3-and-out for the Bears. And that's 3 straight incompletions. Caleb just looks a little too rushed right now. Pass pro was all right on that play. He just went into the ground. I think Zacchaeus would have been dropped anyways for no gain, or for short of the sticks for like a 5-6 yard gain. The Bears will go 3-and-out. Taylor will punt for the third time tonight. Miles Price on to return it. Here's the kick, end over end. Price at about the 30-yard line will get it. Makes a man miss, gets a cut up the middle, and he gets over midfield up to the 48 of the Bears. So a good return after a 3-and-out forced by the defense. Exactly how you want to start if you're Minnesota. Justin Jefferson has been quiet tonight, however, that can change in an instant. Bears have done a good job playing defense on him tonight, but like I said, that could change in an instant with a man of his caliber. Vikings after the good punt return. The Bears 49. McCarthy under center. As Adam Thielen in motion, play action looking to throw. Steps up, hit as he throws. It's going to fall incomplete, and I'll bring him second down. There's a flag on the play. I'm sure what the penalty is. And they're going to get Odeyingbo with the pass interference call. He is up high, however, he is not making contact with the head. To me, that looks like a good tackle there. That's not a roughing the passer, in my opinion. So that's another penalty for the Bears. There's 6 of the game now, 77 penalty yards, and the Vikings are at the Bears 34 now. Snap McCarthy, hands off to Jones, who gets nothing on the play. We have 2nd and 10. Kevin Byard coming in on the tackle. Jefferson, 2 targets, 1 catch, 4 yards on his night. Vikings going hurry up. Under 14 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap, it's a pitch out right to Jones. Tries to cut back now, and he will again only get minimum yards. Gets about a couple, and they'll bring up 3rd and about 8. The Vikings over 5 on 3rd down tonight. They've been averaging about 8.6 yards to get that 3rd down. And they're at 3rd and 8 right now. Based off the field goal from Riker, they are in field goal range. Jones will go out in motion. 5 on the play clock. 3 on the play clock now. Snap. McCarthy looking to throw. Will fire far side. It's picked off. Picked off. Right on the sideline. He's going to go all the way. It's a pick 6 for the Bears. Nation Wright. And the Bears get the defensive takeaway they need. It's a pick 6. What an interception on the return. And that's the first of McCarthy's career, and the Bears double their score. Exactly what the Bears needed. Nation Wright, a 74-yard pick 6. The Bears are an extra point away from taking a 17-6 lead. He was on the Vikings practice squad, and a pick 6. It's the Bears. Their 2nd touchdown of the game. Extra point from Santos is good. It's 17-6. How about that second half statement to start? Bears get a pick 6. Nation Wright. We'll be back into this. Good guys on tap. 17-6 on Monday Night Football on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live Monday Night Football. Bears on top of Minnesota 17-6. Nashon Wright with a 74-yard pick six off of J.J. McCarthy has gotten the Bears 2 possessions up on Minnesota now. And for McCarthy, that's his first career interception and his first start in the Nashon Wright against Justin Jefferson. Absolutely too late on that throw from McCarthy, and now is an easy read from Wright and a good pick. He was on the Vikings practice squad, and he comes and he has an excellent play in his first pick six of the season. Here's the kickoff from Santos. We returned about the 2-yard line. It's a good play there and another good return here, getting up to about the 28-yard line. So McCarthy now 5-9, 48 yards, 1 interception. For the Bears, defense has to continue to play well. And that was after McCarthy got a roughing the passer call and allowed Vikings to really get deep in the field goal range. Get a chance to at least get on some more points. The Vikings will take over at their own 28-yard line. McCarthy under center. Snap will pitch it out right to Mason. Mason will cut up the middle, and it'll get dropped at about the 31-yard line by Sewell. And I'll bring up second down. Under 12:30 to go in the third quarter. Jordan Mason played for San Francisco last year. Picked up 4 on first down. McCarthy again will set up under center. Justin Jefferson lining up in the slot. I'll go back out wide. Now I'll go back in motion again, and we'll go back out wide to the bottom. McCarthy looking at the roll. Pressure's going to come. He is going to get sacked. 3rd sack of the game for the Bears defense. And the Bears have been smothering McCarthy, it seems like, all night. That's going to make up a 3rd and long. They beat School, who's committed a holding penalty today, and he just wraps him up around the legs. Unable to get him down initially, and then he just pulls him down. Now this is a big defensive play here for the Bears defense. Vikings need to get to to their own 38. 4 wide. No, on the play clock. And a flag is thrown. And they're going to call delay a game on the Vikings. So that's going to drop them back another 5. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 18. JJ was trying to snap it. Couldn't get it off in time. McCarthy making his first NFL start. This is a big play here. Vikings backed up at their own 19-yard line. They need to get to the 38. Looking at the throw, they're going to actually hand it off on a draw play to Mason, who's going to get dropped at the 16. And the Bears force a 3 and out after the pick six. Von Dexter Sr. making a tackle on the draw. And now's the time for, if you're Ben Johnson and the Bears offense, you got to go for the kill here. The Bears defense, new and improved this season, continues to make excellent plays. And their most clutch play being that Nashon Wright pick six. Here's the punt from Wright. Duvernay on the return. Where's the sideline? Duvernay will catch it at the 30-yard line, bobbles it, and he's going to step out of bounds at about the 34. 10:08 to go in the third quarter. There's a flag on the play. Interesting to see what the penalty is on. It's on the Bears. I'll drop them back a little bit. That is on the Bears. So the Bears will go back 10 yards. That'll send us to a break. Bears on top, 17-6. The defense has come to play in this second half. We'll return on Shy Sports Live on Monday Night Football. Welcome here to Chicago. The Bears on top, 17-6, with possession of the football, trying to extend this lead. As Williams under center, as Swift in the backfield at the 20-yard line. 10:08 to go in the third quarter. Pitches it. Swift is going to get dropped for a loss of about a yard. We have 2nd and 11. Here the Bears just got to take time off the clock while also getting successful plays. You can't just go 3 and out here every single drive. McCarthy, he's kind of rattled right now. Got to get a few positive plays here. Caleb again under center. Swift again in the backfield. 10 on the play clock. Moore will go in motion. Snap. Play action. Williams looking to throw. Fires down the sideline towards Moore. Makes the toe tap catch for the first down. Perfect throw from Caleb Williams, and the Bears get up towards midfield. Excellent throw and a perfect toe tap catch from DJ Moore. He's been involved in the running game as a regular running back, and now he gets involved again in the passing game. Makes that catch around the 42-yard line. And a good toe tap and a good catch and a first down for the Bears. Exactly what the Bears needed there. That's really the first positive downfield play for Williams since the pass to Dunze back in the first quarter. Quick pass out wide to Luther Burden, and he gets dropped on the line. Loss of about 2 or 3. Andrew Van Ginkel with the catch. That was a screen pass, and that did not work out. Bring up 2nd and 13 now. $8:30 to go in the third quarter. Bears dominating on the time of possession. And the pick 6 has been really key for the Bears. Up 2 possessions now. Zacchaeus goes in motion. Caleb looking to throw. Fires it, gets tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. It's going to bring him 3rd and 13. Looked like, Van Ginkel did get the deflection on the pass. Oh my gosh, DeAndre Swift upended him. That was a dangerous play. Landed on his helmet. That could have been very serious. It was a legal block, but that was very scary. Williams looking at throw in shotgun. Flares it over to Colson Loveland. He's going to fight forward up to about the 43-44 yard line, and the Bears will have to punt after getting a great first down throw to DJ Moore. Bears will punt again. Second catch of the game for Colston Loveland. It's going to be 4th and 9 now for the Bears. So this defense, which has been playing amazing, is going to have to come out and defend another drive where the Vikings are going to try and get something going here. Taylor in on the punt, Price on the return. Here's the snap. Snap is good. Here's the punt. Taylor falls over. Price returns it up to 6, makes a move, cuts up field, and he gets this return up to about the 23. So about an 18-yard return. McCarthy will come out. We'll depart after this. Bears on top, 17-6 on Shy Sports Live on Monday Night Football. Welcome back to Chicago Soldier Field, Monday Night Football. Cubs. Please to baseball. Bears on top, 17-6 over the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings taking over with 7:14 to go in this third quarter. The Bears punted for another time in this game. Only one touchdown for the Bears offense today. Nashawn Wright, a 74-yard pick six, has been really key, getting the Bears up double digits over the Vikings. It's McCarthy under center. As Jones on the backfield will snap it. Play action. Fires short. Caught by Hawkinson. Ball came out late. They say he was down. Ball's at the 25. Say the receiver is down by contact. Still returning to the end zone, but it's a couple yard gain. His knee was down. The ball did get punched out. I wonder if. And Ben Johnson throws a challenge flag. So the question here becomes if did Sewell punch it out before he made contact? I mean, his knee is down. I don't know how the rule works here because there is no contact made to Hawkinson until that looks very close. We're gonna go to a break. I mean, I don't know what the rule is there. I've always thought about this rule of the ball getting punched out. It looked like Sewell made contact with the ball before the player. However, I'm not familiar with the rule enough to make a decision. But we'll depart back after this. Bears on top over the Vikings on Monday Night Football on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Chicago. To play on the field was called stand. So it's 2nd and 8. Bears cost themselves a timeout. There's a screen pass. Aaron Jones gets around a man. Is shoved out of bounds a couple yards before the sideline. It's coming up 3rd and short now for the Vikings. As we get under 6:20 to go. Vikings are 0 for 7 on 3rd down tonight, by the way. They are averaging 9.9 yards to go. They're only 2 away. They're trying to get their first 3rd down conversion of the game. And they're in good position to do so here. McCarthy, 4 on the play clock. Snap looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Caught by Thielen. The ball came out late. They're going to say it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. And another punt for the Vikings and another 3rd down that does not go Minnesota's way. That's also close. He might have had possession long enough there. I don't know. So Vikings are going to punt, though. Here's another punt. Duvernay to return it. So we drop under 5:50 to go. Duvernay will call for a fair catch at about the 22, 23-yard line. And the Bears will take over. The Bears will take over. Snap. And off to Swift. Piles up forward with a big gain. Very close to the line to gain. And mark him about a yard short. So 11 carries, 31 yards for Swift, 3 receptions for 12 yards, 2nd and 1 for the Bears. All at the 33. Snap, play action. Caleb will throw it to DJ Moore in the backfield. I think that last effort got him over the line to gain. However, I think they're going to mark him shy by about a half a yard, at least the length of a football. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. So the Bears continuing with the chains, and if you're Ben Johnson here, you're just trying to get bleed clock, get successful plays, not have your defense be out on the field for long, just trying to get first down after first down and make some plays. Caleb under center again, Swift in the backfield. Burden goes in motion. There's a pitch. Swift will carry it up the middle for a gain of a few, about 3 or 4. Caleb has been pretty okay today, reading the blitz coming. The issue with him is he's just been unable to hit some of these throws that he should have hit. But hopefully see that get worked out as the season goes on. 2nd and 6 now for the Bears. There's a quick snap, play action. Caleb, pressure's coming. He's going to roll. He's going to get away from the sack. He's going to scramble forward for the first down to the 48 of Minnesota, and he'll get out of bounds. The scrambling for Caleb and the speed continues to be an asset in this game tonight. So we're under 3:30 to go in this third quarter. And again for Minnesota, getting that pressure pretty quick on Caleb, but he's able to scramble, roll out, and get that first down. It's exactly what you want if you're Ben Johnson and Caleb, just reading when the pressure breaks down and getting out for a good gain. There's a man shaking up. It's Cashman, Blake Cashman, shaken up for the Vikings. 3:29 to go in this third quarter. So this is interesting. See, Cashman, this injury kind of came up limping. I think he might have collided with his fellow defensive player. Yeah, he just misstepped, so it's a little sore. Probably might have pulled something or a little extended something. All right, Caleb, 45 rushing yards with a rushing touchdown. Again, that's the only offensive touchdown of the game for the Bears. Snap, handoff, Swift will carry it up the left side, and he'll power forward up to about the 46. Gain of either 2 or 3. Now within 3 minutes of this third quarter. And again, if you're the Bears, just continue bleeding this clock. I mean, the time of possession has been dominating Minnesota, and that's exactly what you want. And again, Caleb's setting up under center. More out wide. Left one goes in motion. Hand off to Swift. Cuts back up the middle. Voids a man. Gets past the first down. Gets up to the 34. Good carry from DeAndre Swift. And the Bears move the chains. And another good gain. Well, Loveland probably causes some confusion. Rolls out, then comes back on the motion and provides a huge block on the outside, which allows DeAndre to cut back and get to that outside edge and rush for a first down. It's 49 yards for Swift tonight. And looks like a Viking jumped offside. That's Hargrave. Referees are going to talk. Looked like the Vikings jumped offside. That is on Hargrave due to his own infraction. That's going to move the Bears 5 yards closer to the first down. We'll make it 1st and 5. This defense for the Bears and the offense has been pretty good tonight. Defense has been excellent. Offense has been decent enough to move the ball downfield here and there. Love to see some better options here. Here's the 1st and 5 play. Swift will grab it. He'll cut outside. He'll fight forward. He'll get the first down inside the 25 to about the 24. And a good rush there from DeAndre Swift as we're down to 1:20 to go in the third quarter. It's a gain of about 5. 6, sorry. Gain of 6. Swift showing off his muscles. Seven on the play clock. 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. Snap. Play action. Williams looking to throw. Fires it to Smith. Makes the catch. Gets the first down. Flag is thrown. Gets up to the 13. We'll see what the call is, though. And it's a hold on Darnell Wright. Another holding penalty on the Bears. It's one thing they got to clean up after this week. If they hang on and win, they got to clean up these holds. I don't see a hold there on Wright. I don't get the holding call there. He just pulled him down. And made that's a good block. Bears are one penalty away, by the way, from hitting 100 penalty yards. 1st and 20. Still in field goal range as we drop down to 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 5 on the play clock. Williams in shotgun. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Again, overshooting his man, Cole Kmet that time. And we have 2nd and 20. Seen that a few times tonight from Caleb. Just a little too antsy. It's a perfect route and a perfect play design. He's just way too hot on that throw. Also had Romadunze open over the middle. He just fires it over the head of Kmet. So 2nd and 20, 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. 3 on the play clock. Bears got to hurry. They just get it off. Caleb looking to throw. Pressure's coming. He's rolling out. Avoids a sack. Falls. He throws it away. It gets out of bounds. They say it's an incompletion. It's either a fumble and a loss of a couple of yards. Now there's a flag thrown. Probably be intentional grounding on Caleb. That's going to be a loss of down, so that's going to make it 4th down. It's going to make it 3rd down, actually. So there's 5 seconds left now. That's 2 key penalties on this drive that they could have had at least a field goal. And again, got to clean up these penalties. You need points here. You're only up by 2 possessions. Caleb looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Gets Zacchaeus. He'll get a good chunk. Get inside the 40. Up to about the 36. Could be on field goal range, but that'll bring us into the third quarter. One more quarter play in Chicago. Bears on top, 7-6 on Monday Night Football on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back here to the start of the fourth quarter in Soldier Field. Bears on top 17-6 over the Minnesota Vikings and are going to be attempting a long field goal to try and make this a 20-6 ball game for Santos. This is a very big kick. This is a 50-yarder from the left hash. And for Santos, gotta hope he can nail this one here and get some good momentum to start this fourth quarter. He's ready for it. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. It's tailing, and it is going to miss wide right. No good. 50-yarder misses. And that is a big, big miss potentially here. It looks centered on, but then it just skirted well right. And not exact. Again, coming from the issues of the penalties for the Bears. And now the Vikings will get a good field position with 14:55 to go in this game, only down by 11. McCarthy has to make some plays, and the Vikings defense has to make some plays, which they've done pretty well at. Snap, they're going to hand off to Mason. He's going to power up the gut, breaking some tackles, get over to 45. Up to about the 47. That's a good gain on first down. We have 2nd and 3. And again, that's a key missed field goal because you go from a 2-touchdown game to a touchdown on a field goal game. By the way, Blake Cashman is ruled out with a hamstring issue for the Vikings, their linebacker. That's a big injury. Snap, another hand off to Mason. Again, powering up the gut. He's going to have the first down. He's going to turn the corner, get down the sideline up to the 35 of the Bears. That's a big carry, and we are barely getting through this first minute of this first quarter. Still plenty of time for Minnesota to do some damage here. Ball to 35. Mason has 40 yards on the game now. Jefferson going in motion. Play action. McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure comes. Throws as he gets hit. It's caught by Jefferson down the sideline. That's the first big play to Jefferson, and the Vikings are continuing to move this football well. It's a nice little cut. Makes the catch inside the 20. It's 1 foot, 2 foot in bounds at the 18-yard line of Chicago. That's just the second catch for Jefferson. 4 targets. He has 21 receiving yards. Down to 13 minutes to go in the game. 3 on the play clock. Snap, handoff, Mason. Touchdown at the Bears' 13-yard line. Second and 5 now for Minnesota. Bears got to get a touchdown on their next drive, regardless of what happens here. Try and put Minnesota away. This is really the first good drive of the game for the Vikings. Offense really hasn't moved that well down the field, and this is where Jefferson excels. Fake pitch. McCarthy roll out, and it's deflected at the line, incomplete. That's where it's 3rd down and 5. Montez Sweat making an impact in this game. Minnesota, you probably have to go for it here on 4th down if you don't get this 3rd down conversion. And for the Bears D-line, this is the point where you got to get a sack here. 3rd and 5. Then you get to the 8 for the first down. Snap, McCarthy has time. Fires over the middle. It is caught for a touchdown, Justin Jefferson. And now the Vikings are going to go for 2, most likely to try and make it a field goal game. So the missed field goal turns into an easy drive for this offense, and the Bears' defense was not ready for this drive. And that's just a good throw from McCarthy, and Bears going to get it. This is a big play here. Bears have to get this stop. Keep it at a touchdown game. It's a big 2-point attempt. Jones on the backfield with McCarthy in shotgun. Snap, McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure's going to come. McCarthy, flag is thrown. McCarthy, he is going to get hit as he throws. It is intercepted by the Bears. Got to imagine this is going to be a hold on Minnesota. No, it's on the Bears. It's hands on the face. Oh my gosh, that's another bad mistake. I really don't see that. And now the Vikings will get another chance at a 2-point conversion here to make it a 3-point game. Jefferson is coming out of the game, by the way. And it's still a 5-point game. This is to try and make it a 3-point game. Ball at the 1 now. I got to imagine they're going to try and rush it here with Mason. Snap, McCarthy. They're going to go play action. Fire to their tight end. He is going to be stopped short. Good tackle. And it's going to keep it a 5-point game. What a tackle there. And the Bears stay up by a touchdown. Only up by 5. But the offense has to get points here. But McCarthy leads the Vikings down to their first good drive of the game. A touchdown catch from Justin Jefferson. Way back into this. Crunch time in Chicago. 17-12 Bears on Monday Night Football. Welcome back into Chicago. Soldier Field. Bears on top 17-12 now over the Minnesota Vikings. As J.J. McCarthy threw his first career touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson to cut the lead to 17-12. Vikings had 2 tries at the 2-point conversion. First time was intercepted by the hands to the face penalty on Odeyingbo. Made it so the Vikings could retry. And Jonathan Owens making a heck of a tackle on the second try at the 1-yard line stopped the Vikings from making this a 3-point game. But regardless, the Bears got to get a touchdown here. Continue to double the lead and force Minnesota to continue to have to take shots downfield. As Devin Duvernay will take this return, and he'll get kind of clothesline at the 24-yard line. There's 12:09 to play in this game. But Jonathan Owens actually started out on the far side of the field. And he makes a great play and makes a key tackle at the 1-yard line. If he does not make that tackle, then that's a walk-in for 2 for Oliver. But for the Bears now, you got to make some plays here. You got to get some first downs. Continue to chew the clock and get points here, whether it's 3 or 6. You prefer 6. You need to get points here. Williams in shotgun. Moore will go in motion. Snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and Williams is going to get sacked for the first time tonight. It's a loss of about 5, and they'll bring him second down. First sack of the game for Minnesota. This is similar to the overtime drive for Chicago last year when the Vikings played here. Javon Hargrave in on the sack. And that's a big key first down, loss of yards. The Vikings defense continues to play well. Here's a hand up to Swift. He's going to lose another yard. It's 3rd down and 19. The mental mistakes for the Bears have cost them points, and those points are really hurting them right now. If they don't get this first down right here, Bears are going to be in danger of blowing this lead. And that pick 6 by Nashawn Wright still holds a big part of this Chicago points. Dunze goes in motion, snap, quick route right, it's tipped incomplete. That's 4th down. Now, Andrew Van Ginkel read that so well. And honestly, he had a good shot at picking that off and taking it for 6. If Caleb, it's actually a smart throw from Caleb. I don't know if he tried to throw it that low, but he threw it low. And now that'll bring up Tory Taylor for a punt from his own 5-yard line and get this end over end. Some good returns today, and this might be another one. Getting this one out over the 40, over the 40, up to the 50, up to the 49 of Minnesota, or of the Bears. So crunch time even bigger in Chicago. We're back into this. Bears on top, 17-12. Welcome back here to Chicago. 10:37 to go in this game. Bears on top by 5, 17-12. We're up 17-6, but the Bears' offense has been non-existent since the opening drive of this game. Ball's at midfield now. And for the Bears' defense, they need to play well. They need to get a stop here. And they need to force McCarthy to make bad throws. Make him look uncomfortable. Jones in the backfield. McCarthy under center. Snap. Hand it off to Jones. Kick this one out right side. He'll power forward for about 9 up to the 41 of Chicago. And this is like the classic Vikings of last year. Hanging around and trying to capitalize. Oliver will go out wide. I'll come back. Pushing 10 minutes here. Snap, play action. McCarthy steps up, fires downfield, incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. As Nashawn Wright took a misstep, and now he's limping, and now he's down on the ground. That just went through the hands of Jefferson. And now Wright is hurt, and that's a backup defensive back for Jalen Johnson. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back after this. Bears on top by 5 with a crucial 3rd down coming up. Welcome back here to Chicago. Bears on top, 17-12. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Vikings. This is a big 3rd down for Minnesota. I gotta imagine they're gonna go for it here, regardless of the play, unless it's a major loss. But Wright did get up. He walked off with the trainers. He's getting his calf worked out right now. Might be some sort of cramping issue. But a big 3rd down. Aaron Jones on the backfield. Jefferson goes out in motion. Pressure comes. McCarthy hit as he throws, fires it downfield, way out of line, and the flag gets thrown. Flag was thrown well after the ball hit the ground, but it's going to be pass interference. Seems like the Bears have been getting all the calls called on them every single game. There is a penalty in the backfield now, too. Never mind, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's pass interference on Tyreek Stevenson. And yeah, that is pass interference. So it's 11 penalties now for the Bears, and another penalty that cost them. Well, the 27-yard line now. Snap, McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure, protection, throws it down the field as, oh my gosh. Aaron Jones Jr. makes the catch. Don't know what the Bears defense secondary was doing, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Second touchdown pass for J.J. McCarthy and the Bears defense, which has worked hard all night. But because the offense can't move the ball well, the Bears are now down by 1. And got to imagine Vikings are going to try and go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. Vikings going to go for two. 2 on the play clock. Just get the snap off. Bears bring pressure, throw towards the far side. Thielen makes the catch, and it's a 20-17 game. That's 14 unanswered points for Minnesota now. And that's what happens when you actually score touchdowns. So at this point for Chicago, you got to get a touchdown here. Caleb Williams has looked awful today. Besides the rushing touchdown, the offense only has one touchdown. The pick six has saved the Bears from being down by 10. And for Ben Johnson, I have not seen a single special play out of him tonight. Here's the kickoff. And it's going to be a touchback, so the Bears will get started at their own 35. Down by 3. Caleb Williams needs to come up with something here along with Ben Johnson to get points here, to get a touchdown. But as a Bears fan, we've seen this far too much where the team just is not good enough to overcome mistakes. Too many mental mistakes. A missed field goal cost them 3 points. Going for on 4th down and 3 cost them potential 3 points. And the penalties have just been too much. Tight end in motion. Williams under center. Snap. Hands it off to Swift. And he gets shut down for no gain. There's 2nd and 10. Bears in the second half, they've punted 3 times and they've missed a field goal, a crucial one, as it would be tied right now. There's just no swagger in this Bears offense right now. All the swagger was on that opening play, and it's gone down the crapshoot ever since. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes. Fires. Caught by Odunze for the 1st down up to about the 47. It seems like the first positive play for the Bears in forever. Good job by Rome to stay in the soft zone. That's his 4th catch of the game. Zacchaeus goes out in motion. Caleb looking to throw. Pressure's coming again. Avoids a couple sacks. He's got to get rid of it. He steps out of bounds for a loss. It's going to be a loss of about 4 or 5. He stepped out of bounds. He threw it away, but his foot was out of bounds. Remember, the Bears challenged the call in the 3rd quarter. It didn't go their way, so they are already down to 2 timeouts. Second and 14. Caleb looking to throw. Fires deep downfield. Oh, it's overthrown, incomplete. Odunze, intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 14. Just good coverage from Minnesota. We have a big third down. And 14. 7:42 to go in this game. Caleb looking to throw. Fires. I don't even know what that throw was. It was well overthrown, incomplete. It's fourth down. Bears looking at the punt. This is all too familiar. Bears suck again. It's 20-17, 4th and 14. Torrey Taylor a punt. The special teams has not been good either for the Bears. It's the punt. It gets blocked at the line. It will roll out to about the 32. It's just all gone wrong for Chicago. This is the all too familiar Bears we see. They get embarrassed on primetime football. The offense only has 10 points in this game. So here comes McCarthy. Jones in the backfield. Naylor goes in motion. Snap handoff. Jones goes outside, gets a big hole. He'll have a first down. Bears continue to fail to tackle. Sorry, that's Wilson. He gets over in the Bears territory. This defense has just been unable to do stuff, and there seems like it always happens where they play when they're down in close situations. They try and knock the football out. Just unable to tackle anybody. Ball at the 49 of Chicago. Mason will get it again, and he will get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Under 6:30 to go in the game. Bears really need a pick six here again. They need to get something to go their way defensively because the offense continues to fail to do anything. 6:10 to go in this game. Thielen goes in motion. Snap. McCarthy looking to throw. Fires far side. Caught by Hawkinson. He'll get out of bounds. A yard shy of the first down. We'll bring up 3rd and 1. McCarthy, 11 of 18, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He hasn't really had a good game either, but he's made the plays. Since the interception, he's made the big plays. And Caleb has not made the big plays tonight, which has been the key. This is a big defensive play here. I imagine the Vikings will probably go for it. It's a handoff to Jones, and he gets the first down. They're just going to let this clock bleed down. Bears have -1 yards in this fourth quarter. The Vikings have 126. 4:45 to go in this game. Snap, handoff. Jones gets up to about the 35-yard line. Second and 7. Play action, looking to throw, has Jones wide open. Nobody's covering him. He'll get the first down and go out of bounds. Under 4 minutes, so the clock's going to stop because he went out of bounds. .352 to go in this game. Mason is in the backfield. Snap, handoff to Mason, and he'll get dropped for a loss of about a yard. Montez Sweat finally making an impact again. 2nd and 11. I'd imagine the Vikings are just going to try and get as close to the line of the game they can get. It's only going to take a couple more really will only take one more first down, and the Bears will have to start to consider using some timeouts. 4 on the play clock. Snap, McCarthy looking to throw. Pressure comes immediately. It's a screen. Caught by Jefferson. About a yard shy of the first down. Bring up 3rd down and 1. And the Bears just called their second timeout. So 3rd and 1. If they don't get it, then if the Vikings get it, then the Bears will have to use their final timeout. The only timeout they're going to have is a 2-minute warning. And again, that failed challenge. I mean, this has been an 8-play, 54-yard drive, 4 minutes, 25 seconds in the time of possession. McCarthy in shotgun. Thielen goes in motion. Snap. McCarthy will keep it. Has plenty of room. He gets good blocking. He's going to score a touchdown. Vikings have taken a 9-point, soon to be 10-point lead. And that'll probably do it for this game. It's a good read option, and extra point is good. The Bears fans are now starting to leave the Soldier Field. The swagger the Bears had on the first drive has gone out the door and then spit out the door. And the rookie not the rookie anymore, but the first start of his NFL career, J.J. McCarthy, has come through the play. He's been able to do what Caleb Williams has not been able to do, overcome adversity. Caleb has just been bad tonight. And that's now 21 straight points for Minnesota. They're up by 17-6 at one point, and the penalties got to them. Just another classic Bears collapse. They don't even have any positive yards in this fourth quarter. This will be a touchback. So the Bears, they got to get a touchdown and kick an onside kick. But the defense without Jalen Johnson, TJ Edwards, Kyler Gordon, playing pretty well, but it's all gone downhill. Not having those guys isn't an excuse because the Vikings are also missing key players. Williams will look to throw on the first play. He'll throw downfield and caught by Cole Kmet. Made a nice one-handed catch. Bears will move the chains. And again, Caleb overthrew his man. He hung on to it, and he did possess that ball through the catch. 2:30 to go. Caleb again downfield, has a man open, and he overthrows his man. It's second down. How many times have you heard me say that tonight? Just constant overthrow, after overthrow. I mean, he's wide open, and Caleb overthrows him by about 15 yards. Second and 10, 2:26 to go in this game. Snap, Williams looking to throw. Fires near side, it got deflected again. It's incomplete. It's third down. Bears are 3 for 12 on third down, by the way. Snap, Caleb looking to throw. Fires towards the end zone. It's overthrown again. There's a penalty flag. Bears finally might get a call to go their way. It's on the Vikings. It's legal contact. It's going to give the Bears automatic first down, which is key. .2:16 to go. Again, the Bears have only one timeout left, so they're going to have to get an onside kick regardless of what happens on this drive, scoring-wise. Pressure immediately comes, fires it, caught by Moore. He gets crunched hard. There's a flag thrown. Moore is hurt. And Caleb got hit in the backfield, too. That's for sure a penalty on the Vikings for the hit on Moore. Defensive receiver. Immediate pressure. Caleb just got it off. It was a high hit on him. Trying to get roughing the passer on Vikings on pace. Still have 9 at the 2-minute warning, but Moore's night could be done now. Well, the last time Minnesota came here, Bears were down by 10. They scored a touchdown, got an onside kick, and kicked a field goal to tie it and went to overtime. But after the defense stopped Minnesota, or after the Bears got possession of the ball to start, they did not do well in overtime, and the defense gave it up. For this drive, Bears are in field goal range, so got to do something here. Moore has 3 catches for 57 yards tonight. Bears have the ball on the 14 of Minnesota. Williams is back in shotgun. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, evades the sack, scrambles, and he is going to look like he got into the end zone. There's a flag in the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty. He looks like he's going to be short by about a half a yard on the replay. So the Bears are going to have possession of the football at the half-yard line. Yeah, so they did roll him out of bounds at half-yard line. So now the Bears are not even have the 2-minute warning on their side unless they score in 3 seconds. They added an extra second on the game clock, so it's 2:05 on the game clock now. Now you have 4 seconds to get in. But it all comes down to an onside kick, basically. Williams under center. Swift goes in motion. Pass over the middle. It's caught by Odunze for a touchdown. So the Bears are going to make it a 3-point lead, assuming the extra point from Santos is good. It's a 1-yard touchdown reception for Odunze. There is 2:02 left on the clock, so if the onside kick does not get recovered by Chicago, they should have a 2-minute warning and a timeout left to go. But realistically, if you don't get that onside kick, this game is all but wrapped up. Here's a snap. The kick from Santos is good. So now that missed field goal, and then go for it. No attempt field goal is really hurting Chicago now. But even more than that, just a lot of issues with the defense in the fourth quarter. You can't really blame them because they contributed to a pick six. The Bears are lucky to be in this position. And the Vikings just made the Bears pay in that fourth quarter. Bears just could not get the offense moving. And again, this is a good Minnesota defense, but they're also missing some key players. So the Vikings have just outplayed Chicago in this second half. So you gotta get this onside kick. If you don't get this onside kick, that effectively wraps up this game. If you get this onside kick, you have a timeout. The Bears aren't even going to kick the onside kick. I don't get this. I don't get the kickoff here. And the Vikings are going to return this one. That's going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And that'll drop the clock down to 1:55. Ben Johnson, what were you doing there? They should have gone for the onside kick. I don't know why they didn't go for the onside kick. Because that's going to end this game now. Bears only have one timeout. Way back after this on Shy Sports Live, Bears down by 3. Welcome back to Soldier Field. Bears trail the Vikings 27-24. Bears can only stop it once, and the Bears have been outscored 21-7 in this fourth quarter. It was 17-6 at one point. The Bears were up. For the Bears, you gotta get stop here. I mean, you're only going to have like 15 seconds left, assuming you were able to get this third down stop. Mason gets a hole. He'll get dropped down at the 29. Almost had that chance to get outside, and the Bears will take their timeout. So a smart return on a kickoff return to get time off the clock. So 1:47 left. Bears don't have any more timeouts. 2nd and 7. It all comes down to getting a stop here. You got to get this stop quickly. The Bears are 3-15 against NFC North opponents since 2022. It's the worst in the NFL. McCarthy's the only man out wide. Hand off to Mason again. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's 3rd down. There's going to be about a minute on the clock when this snap happens. And if you don't get it there, then there's going to be another snap. So the Bears will roughly have, the punt will occur around, looks like the Vikings are going to take a timeout here. They will take it at 1:02 on the game clock. So if they don't pick up this first down, then the Bears will have roughly 20. Well, no, they won't. Bears are really only going to have about 10 seconds on the game clock after a punt, with no timeouts. So this game really all depends on a fumble here. If you're Minnesota, you might just think about going in victory formation and taking a knee here and not letting any of that risk happen. They're going to go for a run here, though. And up to Mason, they're going to go outside. He's going to get a couple, and that's going to bring him 4th down. So there's going to be about 15 seconds in the game. So that's what happens when you don't go for an onside kick. The onside kick is difficult, but here you're just hoping that your defense can get a turnover, because this just did not work out for Ben Johnson. And the timeout gets called with 16 seconds left in the game. So I'd imagine the Vikings are going to try and punt this as far as they can. This very well, with the right hang time, could be the last play of the game. See the Bears try and go some hook and ladders, or get at least a little close to the midfield spot, give them a chance to go for a Hail Mary. But just a disappointing game for the Bears. First game on Shy Sports Live that we're broadcasting. There's 5 yards to go, so you cannot commit a penalty here if you're Chicago either. Bears are definitely going to try and block this one. There's a snap. Here's the punt. It gets off cleanly. Duvernay will receive it with 9 seconds left at about the 20-yard line. So you could take a shot towards the sidelines and try and get a little bit closer, but this game effectively comes down to some sort of potential hook and ladder or just something. Bears have not turned it over tonight, but the offense has just been unable to capitalize on the Vikings' 3 and outs. Stick around for a brief, very brief post-game show wrap-up on Shy Sports Live. It's only 10 on the play clock, so the Bears have to hurry a bit here. Bears are going to go 4 wide, 2 on the play clock. They're not even going to get it off in time. And the snap hits more, flag is thrown. This is going to end the game. If it's a dead ball penalty, then it will not end the game. But if it's a live ball penalty, that's going to be a 10-second runoff. It's going to be a legal shift on the Bears, so they'll lose 5 yards. Now there's only 5 seconds left in this game. Well, you can either do one of two things. Try and throw a dart near the 50-yard line and hope you can get some sort of pass back, or the Vikings are only going to rush 2. There's a snap, there's a throw. The Dunze, the Moore fights, gets it off, and the ball falls, and it's recovered for Minnesota, and that's going to do it. Bears blow an 11-point lead. They get outscored 21-7 in the fourth quarter and lose. We'll be back into this to wrap it up on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. Once again, Bears lose by 3, 27-24. An epic collapse in the second half for the Bears. And in this game, just unfortunate, but predictable as a Bears fan. First with the game leaders for the Bears, and this is going to be a short headache. The Bears, Caleb Williams, 21 of 35, 1 touchdown. J.J. McCarthy, 13 of 20, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Rushing, Caleb Williams had 6 carries, 1 touchdown, 58 yards. Jordan Mason had 15 carries for 68 yards. Receiving, DJ Moore had 3 receptions for 70 yards. Aaron Jones had 3 receptions, a touchdown, and 44 yards. Sacks, our boy at the DN had 1 sack. Hargrave had 2. Noah Sewell had 9 tackles, 7 solo, and Josh Metellus had 6 tackles, 4 solo for the game leaders. For the team stats, Chicago, this looks like the Bears should have won, but 318 total yards to 254. Each team had 1 turnover. That the last play of the game, the hook and ladder, Bears got credited with a turnover. 20 first downs to 14 for the Bears. Penalties, you could see, that was the main issue for the Bears today. Too many penalties, too undisciplined. About half of them were questionable, but you got to fight through adversity, and J.J. McCarthy did, and the Bears didn't. Third downs, both teams had 3 for 12. Bears started off the game started off the game really well. And 0 for 1 fourth downs. That was a big key moment, too. They didn't get that one. They were in field goal range. Santos also missed another field goal. So, Bears had 6 points on the table, potentially, and they did not get any of those points. In the red zone, the Bears were 2 for 2. The Vikings were 2 for 3. Time of possession was at 1.7 minutes in favor of the Bears, but it dropped down to only 5 minutes. Scoring plays, Caleb Williams got the game and season off to a hopeful start with a 9-yard rushing touchdown, capping off an excellent first drive of the season for the Bears. Then the Vikings answered that with a field goal. The Bears answered that with a field goal. And then what I said could have been huge, and it was huge. A field goal made it 10-6 at halftime. Second field goal of the game for Will Riker, and then Nashon Wright, a pick 6, that was big, made it 17-6 at the time, but this stretch right here, 3 touchdowns, 1 for Justin Jefferson, 1 for Aaron Jones, and a rushing touchdown for J.J. McCarthy, made it 27-17, and then Romadunze got a garbage time touchdown, which made it a 3-point game. Bears did not score there since. Just disappointment for the Bears. And was expected given the fact that this team does not play well in prime time at home or on the road. So, just disappointing. And with that being said, we're going to call it a broadcast here. Thank you all for listening who tuned in and watched this game tonight. I believe tomorrow let's see here. There's a Cubs game tomorrow. We're going to try and get that one broadcasted here on Shy Sports Live. I'm sure if we're going to be able to get that one done. They play at 6:15 p.m. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, the next game for the Bears is their Week 2 matchup against the Lions next Sunday, a noon start time. So we'll see you at some point either tomorrow or Wednesday. But with that being said, thank you all for listening. Once again, Bears lose to Minnesota 27-24 Monday Night Football. See you next time. This is Shy Sports Live.